What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. I wanted to go over this topic, right? The internet is a small world. So let's get into it, right? So why do I say this? I always say it again and again and again, right? Once you start to open up, expand your consciousness of your surroundings, what's going on around you, you will start to notice how big this world is. And, there's been multiple studies about multi-dimensions, different types of dimensions, not just multi-dimensions, but if you want to think about the 3D world itself, it's a very big place, and once you understand that this 3D world is not really what it's not the real thing, and it's really just a copy. If I could say, the 3D world is just it's somewhat of a copy of what the energy or spiritual realm really is. So when people are subscribing to what this internet culture is telling them, or what we can say with TV, internet, all of these influences that is on our phone, when we subscribe to these things, we think it's the end all be all, but it's really not. It's really not. There's so many different layers to this world and where it can take you, right? It's not just about I think on my shorts, on my YouTube shorts, if you can, I talk about this theory by I believe it's Erik Erikson's theory, right? And he goes through this theory step of saying that basically there are certain things inside of your developmental ages that you should be accomplishing before you go to the next step. And these are very, very vital, because if you go to the next step without accomplishing the first step, what happens is that in the next step you're not really complete. So you're taking all of your baggage to the next step, and you're not going to really properly get the full experience of the next step. And when I think about this Erik Erikson's theory model that I have on my YouTube shorts, or if you want to type it into Google, what I think about this theory that he has, I think about the spiritual realm. I think about how, whether it is your spirit guides. You have to understand, a lot of these theories have been, they're nothing that people have actually invented. These are spiritual codes, you have to understand. And I think about spirit guides, how your spirit guides, there's a certain initiation that you have to go through, and things that you have to kind of get through before you go into this next world. And you have to understand, once you start to tap into the bigger realm of consciousness, you will start to understand that there are bigger worlds. There are portals that you can go through. And each portal is basically, when you gain access to a portal, especially, you can gain access to different types of portals, but I'm talking about for the ones that are really on this spiritual journey to find themselves and looking for their full potential and self growth, also self mastery. You will start to understand that there are different portals, and the portals that you want to go through is going to require for you to develop certain skills. It's going to require you to develop your consciousness, and it's going to really ask a lot from you, where you really have to become a more mature spirit in this 3D realm. So you have to understand, the internet is a very, very small, it's a very small world. It's not what you think it is. Just because this phone is in your hand 24/7 and you're scrolling, you're dome scrolling, you think that this is everything. You think that, oh, what's happening in this country is this, what's happening in this world is this, what's happening on, but it's not. It's really, really not. A lot of these things, man, a lot of the things that are on the internet are hand picked, right? So it's not to say that it's not to say that things don't happen in the world, but once you understand that the internet is heavily controlled, even me on being on YouTube, I have to really understand that, because of the topics that I talk about or the route that I'm going, I have to understand that, not everybody's going to subscribe to my channel, and even for my YouTube, right? I have to realize that, because the internet is controlled by certain entities, I'm possibly not going to be one of those people that is going to, my channel may not get that much exposure, but that doesn't matter. I do believe that the ears that need to hear this will hear it, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters, especially when you're on a soul journey, because to be honest, when you're on a soul journey, what you're really looking for is to reach the souls that is supposed to be inside of your life, that's supposed to enter your life, that you're supposed to share this knowledge with. You're not supposed to, there's really no such thing as this huge based influence over, a particular group of people or a particular, mass of people. There's really none of that. What we're really here to do is to really touch the souls that we're supposed to touch and to go about our day, because once you understand that you are one with everybody, there's other people, there's a lot of people on this earth that are doing the same job as you, right? And they're touching the souls that they need to touch while you do your job. I'm just a small part of it, right? But if I touch about 5 people, you don't understand that there are millions of people who are like me. You think there's not, but there is. There's millions of people who are touching about 5 people, in their life, and that's enough, and you have to understand that the internet is a very, very small world. Very small world. This world is huge. It's bigger than you think. If you tap into your imagination, tap into your creative flow, you will understand. But I hope you love this message. Peace and love.